Hi everybody, I'm Teresa Perrin and this is my stock market watch list for Wednesday, December 14, 2022. Please keep in mind that we have Powell speaking later today regarding the rate hike. Question is, will it be 50 basis points or will they actually consider decreasing it to 25 basis points on yesterday's CPI information? We shall find out today. And guys, I expect that afterwards, the market should start to make serious moves to the upside if Powell starts discussing either stopping, halting, or lowering the rate next time around. So on that news, let's get started. And hopefully we see the beginning of a Santa Claus rally at the end of the day today or tomorrow. All right, guys, you may have noticed yesterday that a lot of stocks started making a run to the upside, including Carvana, Upstart, and Affirm. And by later in the day, they had pulled back. If you had listened to my video earlier in the day, then this did not surprise you one bit, as I was concerned they may do this based on the fact that they do not want Powell to increase the rate because the stock market is going crazy, right? So clearly it ran, pulled back. I expect those same stocks to make moves back to that upside today with a continuation on tomorrow unless we get a surprise from Powell. So Carvana, Upstart, and Affirm should be on everybody's radar, as well as any other very heavily shorted stock. Meta Materials, MMAT. All right, guys. Once again, yesterday, we struggled to break that 140. When we finally did, we quickly got pulled back. This stock does not have shares available. If it suddenly does this morning, I assure you they will be gone very quickly if it follows the same pattern as it has this entire week. But it does look like we are forming a W on the week, and I expect a move and a breakthrough $1.50 either today or tomorrow. Mullen Automotive. All right, guys. So last night I put out a video. I got a lot of comments and I read them. And yes, guys, it is very possible that those people that I was talking to, some of you say that they're bots. Others say that they are actual people, but they're hired like an answering service. I believe it to be the latter, that they're an answering service, which is the reason that I was on hold while they looked for that information and they couldn't come back and ask for a model. So anyways, I will continue with that further along and check back into it, perhaps make a phone call to see if I can get more information that way, and I will follow up with you guys. I'm going to give it probably a day or two to see what it is that they say, but I would expect more bullish news to come out from Mullen because David has a history of dropping PR after PR to try to get his stock moving. SST. All right, guys, this is something that has been channel bound for a long time. I expect it to move to that upward end of the channel up through 6 and see if we can eventually break out of this. If we get good CPI news, the possibility exists. So keep SST on your radar. QTT. All right. So Chinese stocks are mixed today, actually, in pre-market. But apparently Biden said some stuff about Chinese stocks once again that has people on edge. So guys, you know, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with them today. However, I do have several on my list, QTT being one of them because I think we're ready for another big pump. We're up 33.68% in the past week, and I don't think this stock is done. BRSH. All right, guys, this is one that pulled back. I think it was last week. I wasn't in it, obviously, at that time, but it had a major fall down from like that $1.90 to $1 range, pulled all the way down to where we're currently at. I am watching this for a breakout back to the upside because that offering that they did has closed, and it brought it, guys, from like under 1 million shares now to 5,500,000, give or take, plus another set of warrants that I'm not sure when they can be exercised. But anyways, the stock now has liquidity and is able to move. So I'd be watching for that. VLON is up huge in pre-market today, 263.67%. It appears that this is the ticker movement of the day. Not sure what the breaking news is, but I'm guessing with that kind of movement, it has to be something. So keep VLON on your radar. All right, HTGM. If you didn't see the video I did on this already, please check it out. This has pulled back as it was a potential to do. If you watch that video to the end, you know I gave you levels in there. And for some reason, it kind of ended in the middle of a level, which I found odd. However, I do believe that there's still a lot of momentum in this stock and that it is very, very, very heavily shorted now. Despite what Fintel tells you, it traded 18 times the entire float the other day, which, guys, you and I both know that's physically impossible. So I guarantee you that a lot of naked shorts were being made. Keep HTGM high on your watch list. Hellbiz, HLBZ. All right, guys, apparently there's some new news out, and Hellbiz is looking into seeing if they can use their mobility devices, their scooters and bikes and stuff, to deliver marijuana in New York. If they get a contract for that, guys, this could be huge for Hellbiz, so keep it on your radar. FFIE, they have something going on today, like I think it's like they're discussing their vehicles and their plans to bring them to market. I think it's a webinar type thing. So anyways, I expect FFIE to get some movement off of this, and I would keep it on your watch list. Meta, META, had a beautiful move to the upside yesterday due to the CPI numbers. Again, guys, keep this on your radar. I expect it to continue that move this week. CrowdStrike, CRWD, this initially pumped up to like $126 on yesterday's news, then pulled back. Once again, I'm expecting a similar move to the upside after Powell's speech today. AUVI got a $4.5 million deal, and I think they only have a $12.5 million market cap, so that is huge. Keep this on your radar for a move to the upside. MMAT, oops, sorry, I already discussed that. MLGO. All right, guys, I have no clue what happened with the stock, but yesterday it moved from $10, where it's been at for a very long time, so I'm guessing it was a SPAC, and moved up to like 60 something dollars before it pulled all the way back. Well, today we're starting to see it move to the upside again, so keep it on your radar because that's one heck of a drop, and I don't know what's going on, but clearly there's something. SMMT. All right, guys, I really, really like this stock, and it is another one that has been completely sold as far as short shares go. Yet if you look at the short interest, it looks like it's like next to nothing. Guys, I expect this stock to hit $5 potentially this week. It pulled all the way back down to like low threes yesterday, and then started running. And if you follow me on Twitter, I called it out. Beautiful move up through $4, and it's pulled back again. And I think it's ready to make its next move to the upside. So keep an eye on SMMT. Again, guys, this is not heavily retail saturated, and I do believe that the fact that there's no shares left to borrow, that this will move. CABA. Guys, I don't think I need to say much more about this. It had a pullback. It's ready to go, in my opinion. I think today we see it break through 6 again. I'd love to see it break through 7 because once it does, it's pretty much going to go straight to the double digits. Not saying that same day, but there's not really resistance along the way, so it'll be very easy for it to fly through those levels. Snap, SNAP. All right, Snap, Meta, Pins should all be on your radar because Congress brought about a proposal to ban TikTok, and I think that you're going to see moves in all 3 of these stocks based on that. Rent the Runway, another stock that's in a beautiful uptrend that I have my eye on. I think that it has a huge continuation coming, so keep an eye on it. FIGS, FIGS. All right, guys, technically this is sitting beautiful. I thought it was going to break out yesterday. It tried, but unfortunately, like everything else, got pulled back after that nice move up in the AM. FIGS is heavily, heavily shorted, so this is a real battle between the bulls and bears, but technically, look at the 1-year chart. It is ready to make a significant crossover, and I think we're going to see moves higher in FIGS this week. Oatly, OTLY, hit a 52-week low yesterday. I'm looking for a rebound rally in this stock. SoFi, again, guys, based on Powell decreasing the rate and on their whole student loan thing with the government. I'm not sure whether they plan to extend it or not, but this is something we should be hearing about soon if we haven't already. But more so banks, and if the interest rates are high, you know, for a bank like SoFi, it's not really in their favor, whereas other banks, yes, it may be, but I think that where they do the student loan stuff, it doesn't help that sell that product, right? So keep an eye on SoFi. It is really, really low for SoFi, and I think you're going to see moves to the upside soon in this. Cassava Science. All right, guys, this stock is an absolute banger lately. It is up 30% or $10.35 in the past week. They should be releasing news any day now within the next couple of weeks, because they said by the end of December, they have scientists reviewing their study that they finally completed dosing on. So that was a warning to the shorts. And as you can see, they're taking it seriously, because I do believe this is covering we're seeing, as well as FOMO buying in. So keep an eye on Cassava Science. Mullen Automotive, we already discussed. Beek, B-E-K-E. All right, guys. So this is another Chinese name that has been literally running between this $15 and $17 range for the past couple of weeks. This is a 3-month chart. Obviously, it dipped lower. I'm looking to see a breakout from this point, and I've noticed that on expiration date for options, it tends to go towards that 1750 level, so that's why I'm watching this one. And that's B-E-K-E. PBI Pitney Bowes. All right, guys. This one I've been watching for a while because there was some strange institutional buying several weeks ago. And this is a small name that you don't normally see that in, which it brought it to my radar because of that. And I saw yesterday it went all the way up to over $4, or right around $4.50 it hit. Maybe $4.48, $4.49 before that whole pullback started. Then you got that lovely head and shoulders, which was negative, and it pulled back, and it's just consolidating right now. I'm looking to see it move to the upside again on Powell today. D-Lo, all right, this is another one that I've been watching for a while, ever since it got that short report. I'm looking for the move to the upside in it this week, and it was up yesterday. I'm looking for a continuation of that move up today. Asan. This got majorly pulled back on earnings to a new 52-week low, and it has hence been trying to recover. So I am watching this. This stock is one that can move several dollars in a day if it really gets going. So with today being the whole rate information from Powell, and with the CPI being low, I'm looking to see if we get a run in Asan, ASAN. Disney. There was a huge institutional print buying in the dark pool yesterday after hours on Disney and on Meta, META, otherwise known as Facebook. So both of those are on my radar because of that, because I think that you're going to see the two start to run these two stocks. They've been beat down pretty bad. Anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today. Let me just give you the stocks that are moving. The top gainers in pre-market are VLON, KYMR, CRKN, MLGO, and NBY. A lot of pharma, guys, so you may want to keep an eye on LabU today, LABU, because that will move with pharmacy moving. All right, top losers: DS, YMTX, KSPN, NCPL, and PBLA. And the most active user, USER, Lyft, LYFT, and this has been active for the last couple days, guys. BMY, CSX, and BTG. Gold. Look at gold's moving again. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.